Stand up, we shall not be moved, except by a child with no socks and shoes. If you got more to give, then you've got to prove. Put your hands up and I'll copy you.
Hi, I'm with PCC S.A.F.E. I Have Your Back video blog post, and today we'll be going out on the scene with Eric, who will be interviewing a fellow PCC student.
Thank you, Casey. I have with me here today Jason, and Jason's going to talk to us how he experienced a gender stereotype of a male and how he wishes to make it into a healthy masculinity. So Jason, will you please describe to me the situation?
Yeah, as we had talked about before, one of the stereotypes that a man is faced with, particularly in a relationship that has ended and the man and wife, or in any situation, is portrayed as if, they are not going to be the one who stands up, the two of them child together, and the man is typically thought of as not being the one who would stand up and raise that child. Typically, I think society recognizes that, that is the woman's role in a sense, which I think is a negative reflection upon men, and it creates that stereotype to say that, men, I guess, can't be single parents as well as a woman can. And I bring that up because that's particularly what I have been faced with, where was married for a while and divorced, and I stepped up and pretty much am raising my son, and I have been for the last 8 years. And it turned out I felt it needed to be like this because his mother, unfortunately, just wasn't in a position to where she was able to care for him, and at least in a healthy environment. So now, I'm a proud father. He's 12 years old, and every opportunity that I get, I try to advocate and strengthen fathers and single fathers. They are in a role where, they feel like they can't have a relationship with their child after their marriage is dissolved, or their relationship broke up, and they're stuck in this battle saying that it's all up to the mom, and it's up to her to let me see the child, and I just can't ever see the child. And but I always try to do my best to empower them so that they know that they can, and it's more than just I'm stuck with whatever she says. It's not the case, and you can just really step up and just be that active role more so than you want to, and fight those stereotypes.
See. So how do you think society has portrayed men as fathers?
I think pretty poorly, actually. At least single fathers, or at least stepping up and being in that role, in that active role, because oftentimes I think that it's thought that they're the first ones to run away, or they're the first ones who focus on their life rather than the life of the child that they help create. And it's unfortunate that that is often looked at that way.
See. And would you say that would be a healthy masculinity or not?
That it would be? That portrayal, that stereotype? I think not at all. I think it actually probably perpetuates the cycle, because men fall into, I guess, making it seem as if, oh, it's okay because that's just what's expected of me. And so then they kind of use that as a crutch to say, well, I guess they wouldn't think that I would do it anyway, or it's easier. Even as Deborah was saying earlier, we look for the simplest kind of solutions, and I think that men oftentimes fall into that rut of just, it's easier not to have to battle my ex, because it's just such a headache, versus looking at the bigger picture. And I think that men just need to, I guess, know that that's not always the case, and if there's something that they truly believe in, that they should just go for it and not look for that simplistic route and that easy route to make life easier. What is the I commit to putting justice ahead of peace. You know what I mean? It's the same thing.
Of course. Jason, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you very much, Eric. Thank you.
Alrighty.
I'll continue the fight.
Alrighty, back to you, Casey.
Thanks, Eric, for that. And if you would like to learn more about the many ways that you can promote a sexual assault-free environment, visit us at our next video posting, or email us at pcc.safe@pcc.edu.
Stand up. We shall not be moved, except by a child with no socks and shoes. If you got more to give, then you've got to prove. Put your hands up and I'll copy you. Stand up. We shall not be moved, except by a woman dying from a loss of food.